All right, let's talk about something that I'm pretty sure affects, well, all of us. I'm talking about the absolute chaos of our digital lives. But what if we could use AI to turn all that clutter into clarity? That's what we're diving into.
So I want you to do something for me. Think about your bookmarks list right now. Seriously, is it a beautiful, organized library that you actually visit? Or, let's be honest, is it more of a digital graveyard? You know, the place where amazing articles and videos go to die. Yeah, if you picked graveyard, don't worry, you are definitely not alone. We all do it, right? We hit that save button, we bookmark that page thinking, oh, I'll totally get back to this later. But later never really comes, does it? And that pile just gets bigger and honestly, a little stressful. You know, there's actually a name for this. It's basically digital hoarding. It starts as just information overload, but it quickly spirals into this massive digital clutter. And it leaves you feeling kind of overwhelmed, maybe even a little guilty about all this great stuff you're just ignoring. And what are we saving? Oh man, it's everything, isn't it? We've got our bookmarks, a ton of YouTube links, those clever tweets, super long articles, interesting blogs. Every single one is like a little promise to ourselves that we're going to learn something new, a promise we almost never keep. Okay, but what if there was a way to fix this? A way to automatically turn that mountain of clutter into something genuinely useful? Well, let's meet our solution. Think of it as your own personal AI librarian, or as we're calling it, the second brain organizer. So, what exactly is this thing? The idea is actually beautifully simple. It's an AI agent that acts like, well, like a second brain. Its only job is to take that giant mess of links you've saved and make them clean, organized, and, this is the most important part, actually useful. So try not to think of it as just another app or another tool you have to learn. It's much more like having a personal assistant for the internet. It does all the boring, tedious work for you so you can just get the good stuff. Okay, so how does this magical assistant actually pull it off? It's not magic, of course. Let's break down its super simple but really powerful four-step process.
It really just boils down to these four things. First, you give it your links. Second, it goes and reads everything. Third, it understands and organizes it all. And fourth, it creates a personal newsletter just for you. Simple, right? Let's dig into each step.
All right, step one. This is the only thing you have to do, and I promise it's as easy as it gets. You literally just hand over your giant, messy pile of links. That's it. You don't have to sort them, you don't have to tag them, just dump them all on the AI. And now, this is where the AI totally takes over. In step two, the agent goes to every single one of those links. And it's not just skimming the headline, no, it's reading the page. It's automatically pulling out the title, the main content, any important images, and all the key takeaways. Okay, so now that it has all this information, we get to step three, making sense of it all. The AI uses what it's learned to automatically tag every single link, sorting your chaos into these neat, logical, and totally searchable categories. Your digital mess is officially becoming a library. And look at the kinds of tags it can create. This is what's so cool. It knows the difference between a coding tutorial and a research paper. It can tell a news article apart from a funny meme. The point is, it understands the context, which is absolutely crucial. So, you've given it your links. The AI has read them. It's organized them. What happens next? Well, this brings us to the best part, the grand finale. We call it your weekly knowledge payout. And this is where you get this incredible reward for basically zero effort. And here it is, the big payoff. Every single Friday, like clockwork, the agent sends you a personal newsletter. But, and this is key, it's not just a long list of everything you saved. It's smarter than that. It picks out the top 3 most interesting, most useful things you saved that week and highlights them for you. And the summary it gives you is so simple and to the point. It'll be something like, hey, this tutorial teaches web scraping. This news piece explains AI chip growth. And this article has some great tips for studying faster. Just like that, you're reminded of the gems you found but totally forgot about. So why is this such a game changer? Well, for one, you finally actually learn from the stuff you save. You close the loop. You're not losing important links in the void anymore. And it's all done with zero effort. This is perfect for students, developers, researchers, really for anyone who uses the internet to learn. Now, for those of you who are a little bit nerdy like me and are wondering how this all actually works, let's pop the hood for a second and take a quick look at the tech behind it.
So, the whole AI process can be broken down into three main jobs. First, you have the librarian. Its job is to collect and organize everything. Then you have the summarizer, which, you guessed it, read and summarizes the content. And finally, you have the newsletter writer, which puts together those awesome weekly highlights for you.
And this chart shows you the tools that power each of those jobs. The librarian uses a web scraper. That's just a bot that pulls data from websites. Everything is stored in a database, which is like the system's memory. And the real brains of the operation, the part that does the understanding and writing, is a large language model, or LLM. That's the core AI. So, when you put it all together, this whole system completely flips the script on something we all see as a negative, our digital clutter, and turns it into a huge positive. And that really leaves us with one big question to think about. What if your digital mess isn't actually a problem to be solved, but is the raw material for your own personal, powerful learning tool?